Hi bombshells! How is everyone? I'm going to wait a few minutes to give a few people a chance to hop on. So if you haven't met me or seen any of my videos, I'm Robbie. I'm the photographer at Alaman Boudoir. Hi Mom! But yeah, I'm the photographer at Alaman Boudoir. I've been shooting professionally for 14 years now, and I started out doing weddings, and I would do boudoir sessions for my brides. And 3 years ago, I decided that's all I want to do because it's just the best. And I opened up my own studio space in North Dallas over by the Addison area. So yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're watching live, comment live for me. If you're watching the replay, comment replay just to help boost the video, you know, some more bombshells will see it. And I am going to do an update on the big giveaway that we're doing right now at the end of the video. So stay tuned. Hi guys. Hi Heather. Hi Autumn. Hi Leah and Yolanda. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Did y'all have a night? Did y'all enjoy? Today was gorgeous, was it not? Like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. The weather was so perfect. I'm so happy that it's like light still, you know, like I like it when the time change and like we have more daylight, you know, just cause I don't know, I just love it, you know, like as soon as it gets dark, like I'm ready for bed. So yes, Leah, it was so gorgeous outside today. So me and my hubby, we went and had lunch at this little place that had a little outdoor patio, and it actually got a little chilly because we were sitting in the shade, but it was definitely nice out there. It was so nice. I really wanted to take the dogs to the park, but I was really worried about mud because it's been raining so much. And one of my dogs, not both of them, thankfully, but one of them, like he kicks his back legs, you know, like he kicks like grass up in the air, I guess. So he's always getting muddy. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for it to dry out a little bit before we start going back to the dog park. But I felt so bad. I'm like, so perfect. And it's like they know. Like I swear my dogs know. Like they're looking at me and like looking at, and they're like, it's a nice day, Mom. Like, are we going to the dog park? Like, you know, and I take them along on the weekends, obviously. So like, you know, they like kind of expect it, you know. Let me see. Autumn says yours like to chase the bunnies. Oh yeah, mine chase. Okay, get this, okay? One of my dogs, Bishop, has actually brought in birds inside the house, okay? He catches them sometimes. Like, I mean, one of them was like a baby, you know, and like, he doesn't hurt them. He just picks them up and like plays with them, I guess, or like stares at I don't know. But one day, I kid you not, I was at home working on my computer at my desk, and I go down the hallway and he's on the floor like this, like nose to nose with a bird in my hallway. Like I was like, what the? And like, you know, it couldn't fly or anything, you know. I mean, he wasn't hurt or anything, you know, but I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, and he'll go out and he'll pick up frogs too and just like drop them, you know. Oh, but yeah, my mom said it's like having a real life toy. Yeah. So, and I wish I had like, this was a few years ago, I think. So like, I don't think, like, I don't know, I didn't have my phone on me or something, or like, I don't know, or maybe I just freaked out and got the bird out of the house, you know. But I wish I had video of it. Yeah, I don't think I ever got video or like a picture of it, but yeah, my dog actually catches them sometimes. Like, it's hilarious. And he's, you know, obviously chasing squirrels and everything. And we used to get bunnies in our yard, but not so much anymore. So let me see. Autumn says, yes, mine doesn't know how to be gentle unless it's the cat. Ooh, oh no. Yeah, we had another dog a while ago that our neighbors had chickens for a while. And one of them got into our yard, and our other dog who we lost a few years ago took that chicken out. Like, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. I'm glad I wasn't there to see it. My husband cleaned it up. I was like, I can't do that. But yeah, like, yeah, Bishop is not like that. Bishop, like, wants to investigate and like check you out and like, you know, like kind of like play with things, you know. So, but not all of them are like that. But yeah, our neighbor doesn't have chickens anymore. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So after, you know, I do the video today and I go over like all the goodies and stuff and albums and samples and everything, I'll give an update really quick on the big giveaway that we're doing right now, because there is a couple of announcements I need to make, you know. But hi Aubrey. Aubrey, do you go by Aubrey or do you go by Aubrey Rose? That's a gorgeous name, Aubrey Rose. That like is so pretty. But let me know. Hi, Michelle. So yeah, today I want to go through and show you like the different kind of things that you can get with like your photos and the different kinds of albums. Aubrey Rose said she goes by both. Okay, I'm going to call you Aubrey Rose because that is so gorgeous. So yeah, just gorgeous, like this gorgeous album. But yeah, so, and another, you know, quick little thing too that's really important to keep in mind when you're considering scheduling your own photo shoot is my lab that makes these really gorgeous, nice albums is actually located in Europe. So these are all bound by hand, okay guys, bound by hand in this lab in Europe. So these albums can take up to 4 weeks to arrive in the mail. So make sure you kind of, you know, give yourself some time if you're looking to do a photo shoot and you want like your book by like your anniversary or maybe your birthday or whatever the scenario is for you. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time. So it's going to take 1 week for the retoucher to retouch all your gorgeous photos, and she's phenomenal. She gets rid of cellulite, stretch marks, scars, like all the things that we kind of like wish we didn't have, you know. You're still gonna look like you, I promise, but you know, we want to have nice, pretty, you know, glowing skin. So that's what she does. She's fabulous. She's even able to like remove little tattoos if you like that. You know, I've had some bombshells in the past who, you know, I love tattoos and showing them off in images and stuff. But, you know, I've had some bombshells that are like, yeah, I got this when I was 18. Can we Photoshop that? Like, yes. If it's fairly small, we usually can. Now, can we remove like a back size tattoo? I don't know. It's kind of a case by case basis, but like little ones, it's usually okay. It's not a big deal. So, but factor in that extra week for the retouching and then about 4 weeks for delivery of, you know, the big, gorgeous albums. There's tons of things that I can get really quick if we need a quick turnaround. But keep in mind for like these, and they're so, I'm telling you guys, like anytime I do videos on here or take pictures and post them and anything, like it just doesn't do it justice. You have to see these things in real life. And you will, when you come to the studio, I have so many samples. Every sample that I have in here is a bombshell that gave me permission to share their images. If somebody doesn't let me share their images online, I don't use it to make samples either. I don't print or hang the photos in the studio. Like if you tell me that you don't want me to use your pictures or anybody to see them, I'm not going to use them for anything. Okay, guys. So these bombshells though gave me permission, like the gorgeous Adriana right here. But yeah, so keep that in mind. You want to factor in maybe like 5 weeks, you know, maybe even an extra week, because what if you can't come back to the studio in a week to see your images and you need a few more days, you know, like factor that into your timeline. Okay. But when we schedule your date, we'll kind of go through that stuff and guide you through all that. So, but yeah, check this out. So this is the largest. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. So like, look at the size of this. Like, isn't that nice? Like, this is a 12 by 12 inch album. Okay. And it also has an acrylic cover, which is an option. If you don't get the acrylic cover, then it's going to look like this. So whatever cover material you choose for your album, obviously, it's going to be like this on both sides, you know. So the acrylic cover is an option, you know, so you don't have to get it if you're not. Some women like not having that picture in the front for just a little more privacy, you know what I mean? So, but look at how thick this acrylic is. like this acrylic is going nowhere. It's not gonna chip. I've had these albums for years, no chips in it. I mean, nothing. I mean, it's such great quality. And then this album too, you can see like it's got silver on the side of the pages. You can get, they call this gilding. So you can get silver or gold gilding on the side of your book to just kind of, you know, elevate it a little bit. Like here's the gold. I'm telling you guys, you have to see this in person. Yeah. And then my samples are used constantly and look through, so they're going to be a little more beat up. But if you have yours at home, it's not going to look like this, obviously. But yeah, oh, there you go. That was a good shot right there. So you can see gold and silver. And then if you don't get the gilding, it's just white, like regular paper like this. So still super nice, right? But like that gold or silver is just a really nice little detail. Like it's just like, this is why I love this lab. They just do just phenomenal work. Just beautiful. And then the covers, so, and that's another reason why I really prefer, so during, you know, a couple years ago, we were doing a lot of Zoom calls, remember guys? So, but I really prefer for you guys to come back in person to see your images, because I want you to see this stuff in person. And then when you're choosing your cover for your album, I mean, I have and that's why I love this lab. They have so many options. This is just a few of the cover options. Like, look at this. Let me do it like this. Like, this is just a few of the cover options. Let me see if I can fit them all. Like, I have big hands. I could probably do it. So here, and I've got to order some new ones because they come out with new covers all the time, like constantly, you know. But I kind of, you know, like, I kind of learned like what kind of stuff people like, you know, especially for boudoir albums. So, so anytime they come out with new covers that I feel like Bombshells would really like, I go ahead and get a sample of it. But look at this. Like in so many of these, or pretty much almost all of these, except for maybe the velvet covers, but still like a lot of these have like different textures on them, which is like, if you just saw this cover like this, like you may not ever see it, you know. It's so much better just to see it in person, you know. So, but like you can kind of see, yeah, when I move it around like that, like so many of these have different textures. Hi, Shara. And then like they're just so many different colors and sheens, you know. There's glittery stuff, there's shiny stuff, but then there's also matte stuff, you know. There's, you know, really colorful, but then also a lot of neutrals. There's some snake skins in here. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, this is, I mean, I just love this place. Like, look at all of these options that you guys have. And they're so durable too. Like, isn't this gorgeous? I love that. Look at this. Look at this hot pink. See, but see, look, it doesn't look that hot on camera, but I promise you, like, okay, kind of a little there, but like, it really, really pops. So, this one's probably, that silver is probably, one of the most popular covers, this one, which is that big one that I just showed you. So this is probably in the top 3 covers. And it's just so gorgeous and pretty. And like I tell everyone, they come in the studio and see this, like, I feel like this cover is kind of like, you know, a lot of times women are doing a photo shoot so they have an album to gift to their partner. Like, these covers are, they're not too feminine, you know, but they're not too masculine. Like, you know, they're kind of neutral, you know, and I like that. Like, it can go with anything, any image that you choose for the cover. Like, it's just, it goes with a little bit of everything, you know. I just dropped one. Oh yeah, here's one of like the more matte black covers. So yeah, I have like way too many. Like, there's another set that's like a purple, another silver, white, black, blue. This is like a copper. So yeah, it's so much better to see this stuff in person. So I really prefer you guys to come back in person so that you can choose your cover in person. Because if I were to email you thumbnails of these covers, it doesn't look the same. I promise. Like, it doesn't look the same. You have to see it in person. Oh, Autumn said her husband would love the leather look. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Autumn, because this lab, and a lot of labs have gotten away from leather. This lab doesn't do real leather, but they have what they call, you know, vegan leathers, you know? So it looks like leather and feels like leather, but it's not leather. So like these are kind of, and then I think it's kind of cool too, because they get, you know, different colors that way. And that's pretty. I really like that one. But yeah, they don't do real leather anymore, I guess because it's just not PC. But, you know, it's more sustainable, you know. This one's really nice. So you can't see it, but this has such a nice texture and feel to it. It's like a soft feel. But yeah, there's so many different options. Like, you're going to find something that you like. I know it. I know it. So yeah, okay, so this is the largest size. This one's 12 by 12 inches. Let me show you one size down. This one's 10 by 10. And then the smallest one is 8 by 8. So let me see if I can, yeah, here we go. So you can see the size difference. So each size, you know, varies by 2 inches. Very, very, like, durable. Like, y'all can't, like, these are heavy. Like, you can't, it's hard to show that in a video, but, okay. And then let me show you, look at our gorgeous angel bombshell today. And then look at this cover. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, freaking gorgeous. Yes, Leah. Yeah, it's that tooled, I can't talk, tooled leather look is what it is. It is so pretty, so pretty. But since it's not real leather, it's more durable. It's like, you know, if you accidentally got it a little dirty, like, you know, it's easier to clean. Like, say if this was real leather and you got it wet, it'd be done, you know? But these are so much more durable. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, Danielle, you like that 8 by 8? I know, isn't this good? This is another, like, top 3 popular cover. So that really shiny silver one is super popular. This more matte kind of black and silver one is super popular. And then another one is, they call this one deep red. This is probably another one of the top 3. Like, doesn't this like scream boudoir to you? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, is it just me? Like, I just feel like they make the best covers for like boudoir albums. I just love it so much. So they're sexy, right? Like, isn't this sexy? Yes, I forget, y'all, you have to see this in person. It's just stunning. This lab is just, I've been with them several years and they have the best customer service. Very, very, very rarely do I have any issues with an album. And if there is an issue when it arrives, like, they fix it like that. I do really like, you know, having the album shipped to me first so I can get a good look at it and make sure it's perfect before I send it over to you. Sometimes I'll skip that step just to make sure you get your album in time, or just so you get it faster. But I'm telling you guys, like, it's very rare that there's ever any kind of issues, you know? And then if there is, you know, just send me some pictures that I can send to the lab, and they're like on it and they're fixing it and they're replacing it. Like, and then you don't even have to worry about the damaged album either. So, okay, so let me show you this. Miss Erin needs to come pick up her book. So look how thick these pages are. Look at that. It's like not even, like, it's, I need to find another word for it because it's like not even really paper. Like, it's almost like cardboard. Like, it's really, really thick, which I love because you don't have to worry about like the corners getting bent up. You know, you don't have to worry about accidentally tearing a page. Like, it's not going to happen. And then the best part, let me see if I can find a good one. Okay, so this one. they're all they call this lay flat, where the images are totally flat and there's no gap in between the pages. So if I have an image that goes across the center of the page, which I love to do because I love to fill the pages up with your images so they can be like as big as possible, we're not losing anything in here. You know, there's nothing lost in the gap. Like it like almost disappears. Like this is how good these are. Like it almost disappears. You can't even tell that there's a fold right there in the paper. Like, yeah, it's just such good quality. And then the colors just pop on the, like they just do such, look, you could barely even see the fold on that one. But, oh my goodness, Garen is so gorgeous. But colors just pop. Like they just do such a phenomenal job printing, and skin tones look so good. Like gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, this place is just the best. So pretty. I love that purple. Erin, you're so gorgeous. Oh, look at this one. So beautiful. Yeah, and then in the center of your book, I really like to do like a 2-page, like a centerfold, you know, like, right? And then, you know, we highlight a special image, right? And I can't always share those. Let me see. I'm sure in my samples, though, in my samples, I try to stay Facebook friendly so I can share images without getting in trouble. So let me see if I can find another one, like a center. Oh my goodness, isn't she? Thank you so much to my gorgeous bombshells that let me share your images, because girl, queen right here. Look at this. So this is the 12 by 12 book. I mean, this is literally like the size of like, like something you would hang on a wall, right? Like it's such a good size. But like, OMG, like just look at the detail, skin tone. I hope my phone is able to focus. The color, like, yes. So this is one of those poses we really definitely want to highlight, because this is the hardest pose you'll do in the studio. So if you've been here and you've done this pose, I told Bombshells this, like, I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. I've never been able to nail this pose myself, okay? It is hard, but I can teach you how to do it. I will actually teach you how to do this pose first on the floor where it's safe and it's a little easier. And then you can tell me if you feel comfortable doing it on the couch. So if you have any issues, I have issues with like inner ear thing with balance. I get really car sick real easily. And anybody else in the same boat as me? So it's not safe for me to attempt this pose, okay? When Danielle said I would face plant so fast. Same. But you'll do it on the floor. I have, you know, modifications for just about every single pose that I do, okay? And a lot of them, and most of them, are not difficult, okay? It's just, you know, this one for sure is difficult. But most of them, it's not that they're hard, but if you do anything for too long, you start to get tired. So if you're like arching your back for an hour, you start to get a little tired, right? But yeah, I always ask when you arrive to the studio, one of the first questions I'll ask is, do you have any injuries that we need to be careful with? Do you have any neck issues, back issues, knee, anything I need to know and be aware of? Because I want to be safe, you know, and you know, I don't want you to be hurt. Autumn said it might just look like a sitcom. Girl, we laugh plenty here. This is a safe place. And you know, like you gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, right? But what I was saying is, yeah, when you arrive, I'm gonna ask you, you know, are there any injuries, anything we need to be careful about? You know, I'll make modifications on the fly as we go. Most of the poses I'll demonstrate for you in person, and I think that helps. I also usually have my laptop out as well, so I can, or I'll pull out an album so I can show you images and I can kind of tell you like the things to keep in mind, you know, like keeping, you know, like you want your feet to be here, like the tip of the end of the heel here looks better than if you had like this part of your foot down on the couch, because we kind of like want to show off these sexy heels, right? And then, you know, I always like being able to see both feet. So I'll tell you to, you know, bend one knee higher than the other one. This hand has to be low when you're holding onto your bodysuit here, because we don't want this arm to cover up this gap, because that's what we're trying to show off, right? I tell you different things that you can do with this arm that looks good. And then, you know, some are harder than others. So I'm going to give you options for everything. Yolanda asks, what is the most challenging pose? This has got to be it right here, because you're having to balance yourself on the back of the couch, okay, which is not super wide. But this window here is literally right here. You know, you could put your hand on the window, you know, it's pressed up right against the window. So if you needed to, that window can give you a little bit of support. But I do have alternate versions of this pose that you can do that are a little bit easier. But yeah, this is probably the hardest one, you know. This is why we don't usually, when we go live, like this Wednesday, we're going to do a live photo shoot. Mandy, the winner, she won a free photo shoot that I was giving away at our open house earlier this year. I normally don't go live while we're doing this pose. There's just too much going on. I have to stay focused. I want Mandy to stay focused. Safety is always my main concern, especially when it comes to this pose. But I will go live and show you guys how to do this pose on the floor, okay? And it's the same pose that you do on the floor that you're doing on the back of the couch, but obviously it's harder on the back of the couch because you're having to balance yourself up there. But yeah, all the poses, really, like, they're not hard. I wouldn't, you know, maybe just this one, maybe, you know, but yeah, none of the poses I really do are, I would say, difficult, you know, but if you get into a pose and you hold it for 30 seconds, you're going to get tired. It's going to feel like you went to the gym when you're done. A lot of the poses are kind of like yoga poses, you know, or like isometric exercises where you're kind of like having to hold yourself up for, like, you know how you're doing a plank and you just got to hold it there for 30 seconds. Like, you're tired after those 30 seconds, right? Very, very similar kind of things, you know. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I was just showing you guys how I really like to highlight an image across, you know, 2 pages, so you get this really like wow factor in the center of your book and get that kind of like, you know, centerfold Playboy spread going on, you know. Okay, so let's see. We talked about the paper, the cover, the gilding. We talked about the acrylic, the different options. Another option as well is what I call a keepsake box that you can get to store your album in, which is gorgeous, but it matches whatever cover you pick for your book, and then your book goes right inside. And it's a really nice box. Like, it's made of wood, you know, very sturdy, really thick. You can see in here it's probably like, I don't know, an inch, maybe a little less than an inch thick. It comes with this ribbon that you can lay your book on so that it makes it easier to take out. Can you guys see? Yeah. And then, yeah, so it's nice because, so if you do, okay, so if you decided to, you know, maybe have a sexier photo on the cover of your book, you can, you know, pop it in here and like, ta-da! Nobody knows what's in here. And just have it like on your shelf, nightstand, wherever. It's so discreet, but it's twofold. It also protects your book. You know, you want to protect your album because they're just so gorgeous. But yeah, and then whatever cover you choose for your book, the cover on your box will match, okay? And then if you get a larger book, the box is going to be larger to accommodate that album. If you get a smaller album, the box is going to, like, the box is a size where it's like really almost flush with your book. So yeah, so if you get whatever size album you get, you'll get a box that matches your album size exactly. And yeah, so that's another option as well that I love. And then another little thing that I get from the same lab, because I love their acrylics so much, is what I call bedside art. So this is an acrylic print, you know, and I believe it's 12 by 8 inches. It's even thicker than the acrylic on your cover. Just has a plain, smooth, black back. But, and I think they do it in the covers too. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's this picture where it's just more noticeable. But it's a metallic paper. So, and that's another thing too, like I think you can kind of see that little bit of sheen, right, in the picture. So it's kind of like this metallic paper that they print the photo in, that they put in this acrylic. And it just makes it pop. It just vibrates. I mean, it's so vibrant. I think that's what I was trying to say, was vibrant, not vibrates. It's not going to vibrate. But it's just, I mean, this lab is just, I'm a sucker for color. Like, I just love, obviously, right? Got my nails done. But I just love how color pops in everything that they do. It's just so, so pretty. Like, look at that blue. Like, you can kind of see it right there, how colorful this blue is, you know. But yeah, so this is the bedside acrylic print. Let me see, Autumn said I would have to not put that in a place where my kids will see it. Yes. So, I mean, honestly though, like, this is a very modest image, you know, like, I mean, she's not really showing much, you know, it's just her legs and her booty, which, I mean, they probably see more than this at the swimming pool in the summertime, you know what I mean? But we will, that's a good point, Autumn. Every photo shoot, I do like, I mean, so many poses, like, you guys don't even know, like, there's just so much I can't share on Facebook. But I do a little bit of everything, you know, from really, really modest poses to the really sexy, naughty stuff, okay, to topless, to, you know, fine art nudes, you know, because I want you to have something you can print. You know, you're getting all dolled up and glammed up, you know. I want you to have something that you can use, like maybe as your profile picture on Facebook, or images that are modest enough to share on Facebook, images that you can hang in your home, like this one right here of the gorgeous Ellen. Like this is, I mean, she's not showing anything that bad, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, this is just beautiful artwork. I mean, how gorgeous is that? So this is a canvas print, but I really want you guys to have something that you can print if you want. That's modest enough, you know? Though I have plenty of bombshells that print the really sexy stuff too, which, like, yes, like, do it. Like, we should be showing this off, like... How gorgeous is that? So the canvas prints, they're not as, you know, shiny as the acrylics, right? Obviously, they're a little more matte. You're not going to get as much glare off of these hanging in your home as you would, you know, other things. You know, there's not glass on top of this that's going to shine or not glare, you know, like everything I have hanging in my home is actually a canvas, because I prefer, you know, not having glass over my pictures, because then you get that glare on the glass and then you can't really see the picture, or you have to be like at a funky angle to be able to see the picture. So these are canvas prints that are available, and they're really nice and thick. They come already with hardware installed on them so that you can hang them really easily. They're so easy to hang. They're really lightweight. You know, if you were to print something this size, and this size here, this is a 20 by 30 inch canvas. This is what I consider medium. So I do small, medium, and large prints and canvases. The small is an 11 by 14. The medium is 20 by 30. The large is 24 by 36. So those are the three most popular sizes. But honestly, 20 by 30 inches sounds big, but once you get it on the wall, it's really not. So, honestly, actually, most of everything I have hanging in my home is this size, is 20 by 30 inches. I think it's like the perfect wall portrait size, you know. Yeah, these are another great quality lab. Like, they do phenomenal work. And I love that the back is covered. So if you're familiar with canvases, there's some canvases that the back is open and it's like you can put your finger through it and like press against your photo, right? Because it's printed on canvas and it'll actually mold to your finger. This is so much better. It's so much safer. You're not going to worry about damaging your canvas. It's not going to, you know, it's solid in here to help prevent warping, you know, and it's pulled very tight around the frame. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Like, all the labs that I work with are just the best. They only work with professional photographers, so you know that your pictures are safe. That's a really big thing when you're trying to print your boudoir images. Please don't go to Walmart because you don't know where it's going to end up. Like, use something a little more professional or get them through me, because I only use professional, you know, labs that only work with professional photographers. They don't actually work with the general public, you know, because they're just like better quality, you know. But yeah, be very picky about where you print your things. So if you get digital files with your photo package, you do get a print release with it. So you can do pretty much almost anything you want with your images. And I give you the full size, full resolution digital file on a gorgeous USB drive. So here's the USB box. Well, you know, it's backwards. So if you're kind of new to the group, let you in on something. Show you how extra I am. So my t-shirt and this hanging on the wall, if you walked into the studio right now, you would not be able to read this. This is hanging up backwards. My t-shirt is printed backwards. So anytime I leave the studio and I'm out walking around Target, people are like, what does your t-shirt say? Because it's backwards. And I do that on purpose so that when I go live, you know, on here, and you know how you have to use the selfie mode on your camera, everything's backwards. And it used to like really, you know, frustrate me that you couldn't read my shirt when I was live on, you know, on camera. So yeah, I actually have a bombshell. So we have a bombshell in the group that makes t-shirts and stuff. So she prints these for me. And she prints them for me backwards. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it smart or extra. So unfortunately, I need to get like a sample box of my USB cases backwards so that you guys can read it. But this is a little, you know, storage box for your gorgeous USB drive. Okay, it pops in there. It's even got like a magnetic closure. So, you know, it's not foolproof, but it's got a magnetic closure there. And then these USB drives, they're crystal. Well, they say they're crystal, but, you know, they're just glass. Oh, you know what? If I turn it around, I bet you could read it, right? Yes! Okay, so I get these crystal rose gold USB drives, and they have my little logo engraved on there. How pretty is that? And so what I do, so your USB drive, right? I give you your full image, full resolution digital files. I don't even crop these images when I give them to you, because depending on, say, 5 years from now, you decide you want to print something, okay? You need that room to crop your image to fit the size that you want, right? And then if I don't crop these yet, if you don't, you know, like, we want to wait to crop them until you're printing or doing whatever it is that you're doing with your image. We want to wait until we do it, because, you know, if I crop them now and then you try to do it, then, you know, you're probably going to like lose the top of your head, you know, or your legs or something. Like, you need breathing room, you know, in the image so that when you crop it to fit whatever you're trying to do, you don't lose anything important in the image. I hope I explained that. Like, it's kind of confusing. Oh, Autumn said being in the promo business, I appreciate that. Right? Yes, it's important. Like, it always bugs me when I see other people going live and they have like really cute branded t-shirts and stuff. But it's backwards. And so you're kind of like, what's on there? What's, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just extra. So yeah, so your USB drive is going to have, your digital files on there. What I tell everyone when they get their USB drive is, take it home, make sure it works on your computer. I format it to work for PC and Mac. Make sure all your images are on there. I check it as well, but, stuff happens, technology happens, Mercury retrograde happens. I don't know how to explain it, but it's happened maybe twice. And, as long as I've been shooting, where somebody took a USB home and the images weren't there for some reason, even though I know I put them on there. So I tell everyone, get it home, put it in your computer, make sure it works, make sure all your images are on there, and then drag and drop your images to your computer hard drive. And then even one better, also save your images to an external hard drive. Save your images to at least 2 other different places. And then put this USB drive away. Like, put it back in this case and put it away and don't touch it again. Forget about it. Put it where you keep important documents, birth certificates, whatever. Like, put it somewhere safe. If you have like one of those waterproof, fireproof boxes with important papers, stick it in there if you can. If you have a safe deposit box, put it in there. Don't touch this USB drive again. Because the more you use USB drives, they can get tired and burn out. Also, this is glass, okay? Just another reminder, this is glass. I have dropped this USB drive on the floor before, and it shattered, okay? They're just so pretty. I haven't found any other pretty USB drives that I want to swap out to. But this is why I tell everyone, like, save your images somewhere else, do what you want with them there, and then put this away, and this is your backup always and forever, okay? So another important thing to keep in mind is I don't keep your images for very long after your photo shoot, okay? I don't have the hard drive space, and I really don't want the responsibility either of keeping all of these images safe forever. So as soon as I know you have your images, your USB drive is working okay, you have your book, you have everything, I usually start deleting images just to free up room on my hard drives. So I want you to have a backup copy of your images, the full size uncropped digital files, okay? That being said, these images are usually way too big to put on your phone, right? But we want images on our phone. Like, it's easy to share. You can pull it out whenever you want and see them, show them off. Travel with them, you probably don't want to travel with your big, gorgeous album, if you are, please don't put it in your check-in. Please carry it on. But I don't want your album disappearing on your flight, okay? But I found a company, so these images are way too large to save onto your phone, right? I was about to get my phone to show you on my phone, but I have my phone on my tripod. Okay. So I found a company that does smartphone apps with your images. So we also offer a smartphone app with all your images. The images on your smartphone app will be cropped, okay? Because I don't want you seeing the ceiling in your pictures, But I do crop the ones I put in your smartphone app. The smartphone app is really adorable. Like, I'm going to have to post a screenshot or something from my phone. But you know how on your phone you have icons, right? You're going to get an icon of you. So it's literally an app of you. And then once you click on it, it has all your images in there sized for your smartphone. And then you can actually save them to your smartphone from the app. And they're small sizes so that they fit on your phone without any issue. The smartphone app you can also have on multiple phones. So you and your partner can have their own smartphone app, okay? So I'm going to send you an email with a special link and a password to download your smartphone app. It's going to have instructions in there on how to save your images to your phone, how to use the smartphone app. And then what I want you to do is keep that email forever. or copy and paste it and save it somewhere, or print it and put that, you know, in the, you know, your safe deposit box. But you want to hold on to that special link and password. So when you get a new phone, you can download the smartphone app again. And it's up forever, guys. So like, as long as you're alive and you have a smartphone, you know, you can keep downloading it to your phone and keep seeing your gorgeous images on there. Technology, right? Like, it's amazing when it works. But yeah, so there's also a smartphone app available that's probably like top 1, 2, you know, number 1's probably albums that are most popular. And then number 2 is that smartphone app. It's just so convenient, you know? And then, yeah, especially if you have a partner that maybe travels a lot for work, they can always have, you know, you in their back pocket. Like, they can take you with them. So, so that's the smartphone app. Another really, really cute little thingy that we have as well. Okay, let me make sure these pictures are safe to share. Yeah, okay, I just had to double check. But I have, we call these little Polaroid prints snapshots because, you know, Polaroid's trademarked. So when you're going through and looking at, you know, the items we have and everything, this is what I call snapshots. These little prints come in a set of 10. You pick all the images, right? You pick the 10 that you want printed on here. And it comes in this really, really cute little gift box, okay? This is one of the items that I can get in as little as 1 week. Okay, these come so quick. If we're in a bind, you know, and your album isn't going to get here in time, I love these. These are like a little sneak peek of more to come, you know. I even had a girl once, she got these and she wrote on them, like, more to come, you know, I owe you. Like, we came up with a bunch of cute little things she could write. But you know, it's kind of like a little teaser, like you can hold on to, you know, until your big book gets here, because it takes, you know, your book's going to take a little longer. So these are the snapshots, so adorable and really, really nice paper as well. It's matte, so you're not going to get that glare. You see, you can't see my ring lights in this one. Color pops on this too. This is why I chose this lab, is just because the detail and coloring is so pretty. And then this little guy that holds the pictures for you, I got this on Amazon for like $4.99. It was so inexpensive, like so cute. And there's like these little hearts that, or can you see it? Yeah, you can see it's like a heart shaped. I can't do this with one hand, but yeah, you can just grab one of these and, like, you know, have it on your desk if you want to. Put it on a bookcase, you know. Oh, it even has like a little heart on here on the bottom. And they had a bunch of different designs when I went on Amazon to get this. But like, how cute is that, right? Okay, so those are the snapshots. This, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I just started offering calendars this year. That's how long it took me to find a calendar printer that I really love, that I can support. So we now have calendars. So there's a little desktop easel that holds all your prints with the month, obviously, and the days. I wish it wasn't backwards. I should have printed this one backwards. Obviously, it comes with 12. You can start any month, year that you want. You know, they customize it. You can order it at 8. You don't have to wait to December to order it, because you're going to, you know, like, it's going to start on the month that you tell me you want it to start on, okay? And then, yeah, you get 12 of these, obviously. They're 5 by 7. And, I mean, look at this. It's just, this lab is just phenomenal. How gorgeous. So this Bombshell brought these helmets because I believe, I think maybe she was into the Cowboys, but he was into the Denver Broncos. Like, I thought that was such a cute idea. Oh, and then this black and white image with the wings. How gorgeous. Gorgeous. Here's May. And then this is a sample, so I don't have the year on it, but yours would say, you know, to 2023, 2024. But like, no glare, really, really nice, such good quality, thick paper. You're going to pick the 12 images that go on here. So yeah, the calendar has been super popular. Love it, love it, love it. And what I love even more is like the bombshells who order this for themselves, for their desk. So you can look at your gorgeous self every day and remind yourself what a gorgeous bombshell you are. Because you are. All right? You don't need a man to give this. No, ladies, you don't need, no, okay? You should be doing this for you anyway, okay? Okay, so let's see what else, what other goodies do I have over here? Oh, anybody here play poker? Anybody here play Texas Hold'em? Me and my husband used to play Texas Hold'em like a while. Do you remember that was like really popular there for a while? You can get playing cards with one of your images on here. How cute are these? And yes, guys, it's just the same one image that you get on the cards, okay? You can't have multiple images on the back of the cards because then people will know what cards you're holding. But yeah, that's probably the #1 question I get asked with the playing cards. And like, you have to think about it for a minute. Like, yeah, that wouldn't work. Like, how cute are these two? Like, and I like this pose because it's like a little anonymous. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really needs to know, you know, whose booty they're looking at. So there's the playing card. I told you guys, we have so many fun little things that you can get. Okay, let me show you the most popular little toy that we have that I forgot to pull out. Give me a sec. Let me go grab it. I'm about to date myself. Or maybe a lot of us are about to date ourselves. But who remembers these toys growing up? Who had these? Drop a comment. Let me know. Do you know what this is? I remember I had one of these with the 7 wonders of the world. And like, you know, you would look through it and it would be like the pyramids in Egypt, you know, or like the Great Wall of China. Stephanie remembers. Aubrey Rose says she had 3 of them. I think I remember a Mickey one. My mom remembers. So these are viewfinders. And you can get, like, how cute is this? It's like, it's a little peep show, you know? So these hold 7 images. You're going to pick the images that go in here. And for the bombshells that don't know what this is, let me explain it, just in case there's somebody in the group not as old as me. But you look through here like binoculars, and you have to look like towards a light source so that you can see the image. And you turn this, and it cycles through your images, and you see them through here. And they're almost like, they're like a little 3D in here, you know? And it's so vintage. I mean, you just have to see it in person. Like the image, it's so, I don't know how they do it, but even the images look vintage in this little vintage toy. You know, I don't know how they do it, but it just has that like nostalgic feeling to the images in here. And these I can get in about 2 weeks. So they don't take as long as the albums, okay? I can get these pretty quick, 2 weeks. They come in different colors. I wish it wasn't backwards, but you could have it say, I love you up here, or it can say, happy birthday, or you can keep it blank if you want. But they don't do, unfortunately, we can't customize the words that are printed on top of here. And I called and asked them about this. Because this is kind of like a heat printed with metal. I don't know the terminology, but it's printed on here using metal plates, so they can't customize it, unfortunately. But you can get different colors. It comes in red. It comes in this really bright blue. It comes in black. And it comes in, did I show you the white one? It comes in white. So I have a lot of brides that will get this for their weddings in white. Red, though, as you guys know, if you're as old as me, is kind of like the traditional color that the viewfinders come in. And they even come like in, you know, this little box, you know, so it's easy to like gift if you want it to. I am obsessed with the bombshells who send me videos of their partners seeing their images on the viewfinder for the first time. They are the cutest things. Like, have you guys, if you've been in the group for a while, or if you haven't, like scroll through the videos in the group, and I've had bombshells share these videos with me of their partners seeing their images for the first time on the viewfinder, and they have the best reactions. Like a lot of like jaw drops, you know, a lot of a lot of adult language, you know, a lot of like this. Like, guys, y'all have to go through and watch the videos. They're adorable. And if you happen to get a viewfinder, please, I beg you, take video of like, you know, your partner seeing it for the first time, you know, and then share the video with me. Because it's kind of rare that I get to see other people's reaction. Like, I get to see your reactions when you come see the pictures, right? But like, it's not always that I get to see the other person's reaction if you're doing this, you know, as a gift, or you just, you know, want to share your images with a special somebody. Like, I love seeing those reactions because like they're always hilarious. Like, but anyway, yeah, pop on there and look at the videos. I have some of them on TikTok, so check it out. So yeah, this is probably top up there for popularity is the smartphone app, and then the viewfinders are super cute. Okay, so that's the viewfinder. Let me see what else. There's so much stuff. So let me see. Have I gone through everything? We got the albums, a different. Oh, here is just another that little 8x8, but it has the acrylic cover. Like, how cute is that? So here's the 8x8 without the acrylic cover, and then one with the acrylic cover. Like, it's just so cute, isn't it? And then this one also has the gold gilding on the side of it with the red velvet cover. And look at that thick acrylic cover. Like, these albums are just, look at that bright red. I just love this place. Look at that. Like, yeah, you can kind of, like when I move it a lot, you can see, really see that gold shine in there. Okay, let's see, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, okay, so I mentioned earlier that I do canvases and prints as well. Prints. I don't do regular paper loose leaf prints, okay? I like to mount. It's called mounting. I like to mount my prints on this hard board, okay? Just to make it even more durable. Okay, just so that we don't have to worry about warping. We don't have to worry about the corners getting bent up, you know. This width is a pretty standard size, and you should be able to find picture frames that will fit this, okay? I don't recommend just hanging this directly on the wall like I do in the studio to show them off. And I do that just because they're so lightweight, and frames can get really heavy. But I, you know, obviously if you're going to have it in your home and you're printing a gorgeous picture to hang in your home, I would frame it. And then the frame will actually help protect your picture as well. But one of the number one reasons too that I like to mount on this hard board is if you get this size, right? So this is, you know, a 20 by 30. Oh, wait, is that a 20 by 30? Oh no, this is an 18 by 24, I believe. So it's a little, or 16 by 24 maybe. It's a different size, and it's a little smaller than that one. But what I was going to say is when you get into large print sizes, right? And then if you put this into a frame and try to hang it on the wall with a piece of glass over it, that picture frame is going to get so heavy. Like, and you probably know this, like if you've tried to hang like in large prints, you know, in your home with a frame, with that glass, like the glass is the heaviest part of your picture frame, right? It's just, it's really hard to hang because it's so heavy. It's hard to, you know, hang heavy things on drywall. I've tried it. I've ruined so many walls trying to hang things, heavy things on drywall, okay? If you get that picture frame and just remove the glass, and when you start getting into large picture frames like these sizes, most of the time you can't even buy it with the glass. So manufacturers already know and understand, and professional photographers know as well, like we don't want that piece of glass in that huge picture frame because it's just going to be too heavy and impossible to hang. And then it's kind of a, you know, safety issue if you do have a big piece of glass hanging in your home that potentially can fall off the wall and shatter. Okay, so it's a safety thing too. I also really love not having that piece of glass on here to cut down on that glare. Remember I was talking about the glare, and it's like you see pictures hanging on a wall with a piece of glass and you can't really see what's behind the glass because there's so much glare. So if you don't have that glass on there, you cut down on that glare. This has just a little bit, like the tiniest bit of glare, because these are semi-gloss prints. So there is like the faintest, you know, gloss to these prints, as opposed to the canvases that are completely matte, okay? If you are gonna do a larger size, I usually recommend the canvases. You know, they're just so much easier to hang and they're gorgeous. But yeah, we do offer prints. This one is like a medium size, and then the smallest size I like to do is an 11 by 14 to hang on the wall. Because when you get into like an 8 by 10, it's like just a little smaller, like a little, I don't know, maybe a little too small, you know, to be noticeable on your wall. So this is a smaller one. This is an 11 by 14. And then, like I said earlier, that's a 20 by 30. So you can kind of see like the size difference. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so let's see. What haven't I showed? There's a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, are y'all getting an idea of like how much stuff that you can get, you know? Let's see. Okay, we've gone through the albums, the keepsake box. Let me double check something. Yeah. Okay, I was just double checking my little cheat sheet. I think I've gone through everything. Yeah, does anybody else have any other questions about as far as like albums and stuff, or like products per se? We went over like the digital files, the different cover options. It takes a week for retouching. I think I've covered just about everything. If you have any questions, let me know. But what I wanted to do now that we've kind of gone through everything is give you an update on the big giveaway that we're doing right now, okay? So I am sure you've heard by now that I am giving away 3 photo shoots to 3 bombshells, okay? You can win either $900 prize, $1,200 prize, or $1,500 prize to put towards all of this, okay? You could walk in and just spend your prize money and get your pictures, okay, guys? If you're a winner, you don't have to spend another dime, like a dime at all, okay? So most photo shoots, you normally pay a booking fee, okay, to reserve your date in the studio. That also allows me to reserve the hair and the makeup artist for that day. And then when you return to see your images a week later, that's when you choose what kind of photo package you want. You know, what kind of album do you want? What size of album? What kind of cover? Like, do you want wall art? Do you want the smartphone app or the viewfinder? So you don't have to decide any of, you know, that until you come back to see your images. If you're a winner, you don't have to spend a dime. I'm telling you guys, I've had a few people make remarks saying this is like some kind of scam. Like, I need my winners, my past winners to you know, pop into the group and like testify for me. Like, no, you don't have to spend anything. This is not a scam or anything. This is just me wanting to give back to the community, wanting to give back to the bombshells in the group, because every one of you are so amazing. I'm gonna start crying. I was already a little like, okay, I'm with friends here, right? Like, I don't know what it is, but I swear when I hit 40, everything makes me cry. Like, I did not used to be this emotional wreck when I was younger. Like, is it just when you hit 40? Is it just me? Seriously, like, commercials make me cry. I was on TikTok before I came on to do this live video with you guys, and a TikTok made me cry. It was Michael J. Fox. I'm just gonna cry thinking about it. It was Michael J. Fox on there, and he gave the most, and I'm not sure if this is his quote or somebody else's quote that he was repeating. I Googled it, and only Michael J. Fox would pop up, because I'd like to give credit where credit is due. But he was being interviewed, and he has Parkinson's, so he has that Parkinson's shake, or I don't know the technical terms for it, so I'm sorry. And he said, oh gosh, I wrote it down on a Post-it. Let me grab it. I don't want to butcher it. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Michelle just said yes. And Aubrey Rose said I've gotten more emotional than I was before 40. Right, Stephanie? Okay, I'm so glad it's not just me. Because, y'all, I used to not be a crier at all. I'm not a romantic like, it's just not me. Like, I used to not be like that. But now, I swear to God, it's like every little thing makes me cry. And now TikTok is doing it. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. So, Autumn said she's always been a crier. Yeah, I wasn't always like that. I swear it's always since I've gotten older. But, okay, I'm going to try to keep it together. But I wrote it down because, so, I'm a big believer in, the way you speak to yourself in your head is important. That matters. The way you speak to other people matters. The words that you use matter, I write down things all the time and then like write them again. I manifest, y'all probably think I'm crazy. But manifestation's a thing, guys. Like, it's just, it works, all right? And I'm sure it's more about the mental thing behind it, the psychology behind it, but anyway, okay, so get this. Okay, so Michael J. Fox said in this TikTok, he said, I swear to God, I'm gonna start crying again. He said, with gratitude, optimism is sustainable. Find something to be grateful for, then you have something to look forward to. And that just hit home, y'all. Because, I appreciate you guys so much. I guess that's why it hit me, because I'm doing the giveaway right now, because this is not a scam, and it kind of upsets me when some people say that. I am really, truly giving away 3 photo shoots. That's it. There's nothing to it, I really, really love that it brings more women into the VIP group. And like, if that's like, I'll take it, like, I want to build a group, obviously, it's such an amazing place. And like, you guys just make my day every day. Like, literally every day. Y'all are the reason why I wake up every morning. And I'm just so grateful for y'all. Yolanda said I felt that in my heart, right? Like, it's just, and I am not a person who optimism comes easily to, okay? I've struggled my whole life, with optimism and being positive and like speaking nicely to yourself and being kind to yourself. So that's something I have to work on day to day, every day, is having a positive outlook. Okay. It doesn't come easily to me. It might look like it does, but it doesn't. Okay. So I do these kinds of things. I had this Post-it note on my computer screen. I do these kinds of things, to remind myself, to be kind to myself, give myself grace, because I'm really, women, I think a lot of us, and let me know, I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat where like, you're just so hard on yourself. We're just hard on ourselves. I don't know what it is, if it's society, I don't know, but we are so hard on ourselves, I feel like, as women, and we have to you got to remind yourself to be nice to you. Y'all, be nice to you. Do something nice for yourself tonight. Anything, any little thing. Like, get on TikTok for 15 minutes if you want. Like, if that's your way to decompress, like, do it. Like, what's wrong with that? You know, I learned a lot of stuff from TikTok. But yeah, like, this popped up on my, and you know, I grew up with Michael J. Fox. I love Michael J. Fox. And like, if Michael J. Fox can be positive and be optimistic, I have nothing to complain about. Like, seriously, I have nothing to complain about. I should be nothing but grateful. Okay, Stephanie said, you have already made me feel so different about the way I view. Right. I'm gonna start crying again. But that's why I'm doing this giveaway, guys. Like, it is simply because I feel every woman should do a photo shoot, because it's literally gonna change how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself. I mean, it's so hard. It is difficult to explain if you haven't gone through the experience. And I didn't know that. Like, when I was getting into this, I had no idea. Like, this is what was going to happen, you know? But it changes you. It changes you for the better. Like, how you see yourself. It changes your relationships with other people too. Because if you're feeling better about yourself, it just naturally, it trickles down and it goes, you know, and this is why I'm doing it. This is why I want to do it. Like, this is my way of giving back. Okay. That's it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. All right. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I don't remember. Okay, we're going to do an update. We're going to do an update on the giveaway. Oh, yeah, I was just talking about the giveaway. In case you hadn't heard or anything, we are actually still accepting entries to the giveaway, okay? I believe I posted that we're going to stop taking them on May the 2nd, but I extended it just to get more women a chance to get their name in the hat, you know? We are still going through entries, and we're going to be going through entries until Thursday when we announce the winners, okay? We are scheduling, if you're chosen as a finalist, you will get an email and a text message to ask you to schedule a phone call to chat with me or chat with Natalie, my studio manager. And it's a very quick phone call. We just kind of want to talk to you a little bit more, get to know you a little bit better, answer any questions that you might have, you know, explain the photo shoot process to you a little bit more. And that's pretty much it. It's just a quick little phone call. But we do ask you to click the link and schedule a time for it. If for some reason you don't see availability, text me, you know, email me, let me know, and we're gonna make time to get on the phone with you, okay? We did choose more women as finalists than we can talk to, okay? Because it's a numbers game, right? Somebody had already posted in the group saying that they're out of town and they're not going to be back until after the giveaway is over, and they're not going to have the time to do a phone call, which is unfortunate, but that's why we kind of picked more women, you know, because we know some women are going to decide this isn't for them, you know. They're not ready to do a photo shoot, you know. I have women that follow me for years before they build up the courage enough to do a photo shoot, before they find themselves in a place where they can do it. It's a huge thing. It's not easy. Like, you got to be brave to step in here. I know this is nerve-wracking. I know that. And I try to make it as easy, you know, and as comfortable as I possibly can for women. Because it's just too important to me. That's why everybody I work with, all my staff are female. The retouchers, female. Natalie obviously is a female. Brianna, everybody on the hair and makeup team is female. I just want you guys to feel comfortable. When you come for your photo shoot, the hair and makeup artist usually leaves, and then it's just me and you, and it's just us here doing the photos. I lock the front door, and then we do the photo shoot, and it's just you and me, you know? But yeah, you know, just to make everybody more comfortable while you're here, you know? But yeah, we realize that a lot of women that are going to be selected as finalists aren't going to, you know, go through with it, I guess, you know? So Autumn said, I feel like you give the best. Have we hugged, Autumn? Have we met before? Thank you. I am a hugger. Yeah. But I feel like it's a very Texan thing. Texans are huggers, you know? I will hug you when you come for your photo shoot, just FYI, but I will ask permission first, okay? And if you don't want to hug, It's okay. You can say no. Let me see. Let's see. Same. I was so nervous, but now I see your passion to help others to calm. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad. Yeah. Let me see. Autumn said she could just tell that I give good hugs. So y'all know, okay, this is a little off the wall TM, I don't know. But just, since I'm sharing. But I don't know if that was a TikTok or something I read on Facebook, but I read or saw something that said like, hug your person for like give a 20-second hug or a 30-minute hug, every day. And that like it starts to like have a positive effect like on your mood, and your mental health. So like, whenever, it doesn't always happen, but whenever both me and my husband are up in the morning at the same time, we try to do that in the morning time, when we wake up, like, either maybe he's going off to work or I'm going off to the studio or whatever, but we try to do that. And then at home, so we live in this old house, okay? It was built like in 1970s. Our living room is lower, like the floor is lower than the rest of the house. So there's a step. And my husband is like a foot taller than me. So like we always walk up to that step and that's where we hug. So that like we're like almost the same height. Well, not really, he's still taller. But like that way I don't like hurt my neck. Like if y'all have ever had tall boyfriends or yes, I have a sunken living room, but like, like it hurts my neck, like looking up and kissing him, like I'm old, right? But we go to that step and we like hug for like, but it's a thing, guys. Like try it, like hug your kids. Like I think the thing that I saw or whatever I read or something said like if you do, it's the same thing with the hand washing, like sing happy birthday or whatever, and that like that's long enough, like where you start, like I think it starts releasing certain hormones or something. But try it and let me know. I love it. I try to do it, as often as I can with my hubby in the morning times. And it kind of like sets the tone for the day, you know what I mean? Oh my God, Michelle, wow. Michelle says that she's 5'2" and her fiance is 6'4". Michelle, you need a sunken living room. My husband's like 6'2", I think. Yeah, and I'm like 5'5" on a good day. But anyway, so we're still taking entries for the giveaway. I'll post the link again. We're closing off entries on May the 2nd, okay? And we are continuing. So if you haven't gotten an email or a text from us yet, hang in there. We're still reviewing entries. We got, I want to say like 350 women enter. And not everybody's going to decide to sign up for the finalist phone call or whatever, but we're still going through them. Okay, me and Natalie are reading through them. So hang in there. We're still reviewing entries to qualify as a finalist. Once you're a finalist, you need to click the link, schedule a phone call with us. If you don't see a time slot open, text me, text our phone number, email, whatever. We'll find time. Let's see what else. Yes, there was a little calendar glitch with the phone scheduler. It actually was allowing people to schedule phone calls on the Friday after the giveaway's over. So we will be texting you and reaching out to you if you were one of the people that scheduled a phone call for Friday, because we are announcing the winners this Thursday night live in the group at 7 o'clock again. So we can't, we already know who the winners are by Friday. So if you accidentally scheduled a phone call for Friday, we'll reach out to you to reschedule it to get a phone call in before Thursday night. We're still making calls on Thursday, guys, because we have the time. Why not? Like, we're going to do it. So Thursday, we're still talking to women. We're not going to choose the winners until we talk to as many women as we can. So it's going to be like right before we go live that we announce the winners. So Yolanda said fingers and toes crossed. Yes. Good luck, ladies. But yeah, so that's the update today for the giveaway. Tomorrow, I'm going live again at 7 p.m. and I'm going to give you a tour of the studio And we're gonna go through some of the lingerie that I have. So I have an extensive lingerie closet, client closet, you know, for clients to use while you're here for your photo shoot. You don't even have to buy a lingerie. You don't even have to bring your own lingerie. We got it. We got you covered. I got all sizes. So yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow night at 7. Tuesday night, we're going live again, and I'm probably gonna cry again. And I'm gonna go over kind of like my background, how I got into boudoir, why do I love it so much. So kind of answer questions, you know, so we're gonna do that on Tuesday. Wednesday, said, is it okay to be a bit, I feel like I'm giddy every day. Like I get excited every day when somebody walks into my studio, like, cause we have a blast. Like seriously, it's like, I can't hardly believe this is my job. Like it's not even work to me. So we have so much fun, guys. Y'all don't even know. Like it's so much fun. Let's see what else. Oh, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. I'm sorry, I'm getting my dates confused. Wednesday we have Mandy, who won the giveaway that I did in my open house earlier this year. She's gonna be here and we're gonna go live during her photo shoot for just a little bit, okay? So, because we gotta be careful, we can only share poses that are, you know, Facebook friendly, outfits that aren't too revealing, you know, we have to watch ourselves, you know. But we're gonna go live kind of throughout the day on Wednesday. So like you can pop in the morning and then pop in after lunch again, you know, and we'll be doing something different. So we'll go live during hair and makeup, and then we'll go live, you know, while we're doing, going through our lingerie together, and then we'll go live for some of the poses that I'm going to show you, you know, and Mandy will be here. So I'm so excited. I love going. It's just really difficult though, going live, like, cause you know, I'm shooting. But Brianna, our lead hair and makeup artist, is going to hang out with us after she does Mandy's hair and makeup and be my camera woman. But yeah, so join us on Wednesday. I'm so excited. We're going to do a real photo shoot. We're going to bring out the wings. We're going to do everything. Tomorrow, during the studio tour, I will show you our shower, okay? But yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Maybe we could do a little something with the shower when Mandy's here. We'll see. But yeah, we're my brain's working now. But yeah, but tomorrow night for sure, I can show you our shower set. So I don't get to share a lot of those images. But lately I have had some women, like, we'll do some shots with lingerie in the shower, and then we'll, you know, do the other ones that you won't see. But I'll kind of show you a little bit of that tomorrow too. So I will see you ladies again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Remember, we're still taking entries. We're still reviewing, you know, entries for finalists. If you haven't heard from us, just hang in there. We maybe haven't gotten to your entry yet, okay? Unfortunately though, there's just gonna be 3 winners, ladies, okay? But we're gonna do this again. Like, I love doing this. We're gonna do this every single year. I can't wait. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, bombshells. Y'all have a good night. Bye guys. See you tomorrow.